Hey guys, in one of my previous video I made garlic and ginger immune boosting ferment, and I explained that when it comes to immune boosting ferment, ginger and garlic, they both rocks. But today I'll be making another version of it. They all rocks anyway. They are all good for our immune boosting system. So I have other things that I'll be adding today, because this ferment is very good for our system. So here I have this is black pepper. No, this is cloves. So let me just show you guys. This is cloves. I will be crushing them. Here I have cloves. Here I have turmerics. Yeah, I have dried turmerics here, guys. I have a black seed nigella. That's what we have here. And here also, here I'll be adding pepper negro or negro pepper, whichever one. Here I have black pepper seed. So guys, these are the twists, this is the combo I'll be adding to it. And then in this one today, this ferment, I will be using dry ginger. Guys, in that my previous video, I used fresh ginger, just like this. Yeah, I used fresh ginger in the previous one, but in this particular one, this particular ferment, I will be using dry ginger. And of course, I will be using garlics. You can see the garlic has been peeled already. Here I used 4 heads of garlic. Sorry, I used 4 heads. This, so it's an eyeball measurement anyway, so you just do whatever works for you. And then here I have a bottle, 1 liter of jar of honey. So this is just a liter of honey here. So without wasting much of your time, guys, I will be taking some of these spices and I'll be crushing them. Here I have garlic, cloves. So let's just see, and let me just summarize some of the benefits of these spices. I will just wrap it up so that this video won't be long. And if you want to know more about it, you can just Google them. So let us start from cloves. Cloves are full of antioxidants that helps the body to fight free radicals. So that is about cloves, and then we talk about pepper negro. That's this one. Yeah, this one, pepper negro. Pepper negro it has these anti-inflammatory properties, and it's also packed with antioxidant properties. It helps to fight infections. Yeah, then we have the black seed. Here I have the black seed pepper. Black seed is used in the treatment of digestive tract condition and of course respiratory condition. So that is about this is the black seed. Yeah, this one is the black seed. This one is the black seed. Black seed is used in the treatment of digestive tract condition and respiratory condition as well. Then now we talk about black pepper. Wow, guys. So black pepper helps in weight loss and detoxifies our body. It contains anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that helps in treating arthritis, asthma, bronchitis, stomach upset, bacterial infections, and so on, guys. So that is all about the spices I'll be adding here. And then we talk about turmerics. So this is dry turmeric here, guys. So turmeric also has this anti-inflammatory properties. It's full of antioxidants. Turmeric help in reducing high blood pressure and reduce high sugar in the blood system. Then we have the ginger here. We have ginger. So this is the ginger that I'll be using. So we have the ginger. So guys, this is dry ginger. Ginger also contains what is known as gingerol, which have these powerful, medicinal properties. Ginger is good for treatment of pain. Like personally, I use ginger, when I have pain on my legs or pain anywhere. So it has this, anti-inflammatory properties. Ginger also helps in the lowering of high blood sugar, high sugar in the blood. Then we have the peeled garlics. So garlics also contain compounds with potential medicinal properties. And then we have the honey here. Honey is a good source of antioxidant that helps to protect our body from cell damage due to free radicals. So guys, these are just the summary of what we shall be using in making this fermentation. So I don't want this video to be very long, so I just summarize the whole thing. So if you want to know more about them, you can just Google them. So what I will be doing now is that I will crush these spices here. I will crush them in this mortar, this small mortar here. I will pour them and just crush them. Yeah, you just have to crush it, otherwise your honey won't get into it. So this one is ready. This is the way it should be crushed. Just crush it partially, Yeah. And then, so another thing I will do here is that, in that my previous video, I just peeled the garlics and then used them. But I have received a lot of messages and suggestions. Some people say they will just crush it this way. You will just crush it this way. So some suggested of crushing it. Yeah. And then some suggested just cutting it into two. Yeah. But for me, I think whichever way works. So you can cut it into two. You can just crush it. But I use it like this, without cutting, without crushing. So let's get started, guys. Everything is set here. And another thing I want to say is that some people even suggested adding lime or lemon. I won't be adding that because I've not tried that before, and I don't really love lime or lemon in my food or in my ferments anyways. So guys, let's start it. Please, first thing, make sure your jar is completely dried. Guys, if your jar is not even thoroughly dry, your fermentation will grow mold. It will grow mold. There's no any other shortcut to that. So this jar has been kept neatly dried for days before this video. So I will dry it again just for the sake of this video. Otherwise, it's already dried. It's dried completely. So first thing is to add the garlics. I'll be adding the garlics. Yeah. So I am adding the garlics, and then I will now add so I will also be adding these garlics. Don't forget, this one here is the crushed garlic. This one, why this one is the one I cut into two. So they all works the same thing. That is to say, whether you crush it, whether you cut it, whether you use it like that, you will still achieve the same thing. And then we now will be adding our turmerics. Yeah, dry turmeric. You can use fresh one. Actually, this one was fresh one, but because I kept it for a long time, it became dried. Then I will add the dried ginger now. Yeah, I'll be adding much. So right now, so here I will be adding, you know, blends of spices. Yeah, the pepper negro, the black seed, the black pepper, and the cloves. And then finally, guys, we shall be adding our honey this time. Make sure your spoon is dried, very, very dry, guys. So you start scooping the honey, and then so now we are pouring in the honey. Yeah. So that is it. I want to say something here, guys. Make sure you leave a space. You can see where the honey stopped. Yeah, you have to leave a space, because at the end of the day, your honey will become liquefied. That is to say, it will become watery. And once it becomes watery, it might get to this level at a point. You can see now, this is it. So what will happen later is that the garlics, or let me say the entire spices, will start, you know, infusing the honey, and then the honey will be liquefied. Then you will see that the entire honey, the garlics, everything will remain on top. But after some time, after some days, they will start submerging. So that's just the system here. So you can see how thick this honey is. As thicker as this honey, you see after some time, by the time the garlics and the rest spices must have infused the honey, the honey now will start getting watery and go down. That's just what will happen. That's all about the ferments. All right, guys, so look at how it is. You can see that what do I say, my honey was kept in a very cold place, and that is why the honey seems to be solid, you know, in a solid state. So you can see how it looks now. So the honey covers the entire spices. So what will happen with that, immediately you start fermenting. In fact, from tomorrow, the next day, you will notice that the garlics, the ginger, everything will start floating on top. And the more you stir it daily, more after days, you notice that it will start going down and the color will be changing. At a point, maybe like a week or 2 weeks, your ginger will taste very, very sweet, just like caramelized garlics. That's how it will taste. So now I will cover it and make sure that the two goals here. Make sure your spoon is dry in stirring this every day. And secondly, cover it and open it daily to release gas. Then you cover again, you open it to release gas. And then when you want to stir, make sure your spoon is very dry. So at a point after this, you will notice that all this, the entire ferment will be floating on top. It will float on top. It will remain here. And then after a week or two, they will all start going down and the honey will start being liquefied. Now, I will add a little clip of my previous ferment for you to understand better of what I'm trying to say. So if your honey is in a cold place, it will look like this first, but later it will start liquefying. But if you have your honey in a normal temperature, it will just float immediately. So right now, I want you to watch this little clip from my previous video. That's previous ferment I did. So you can see how it looks like. This is the garlics and the ginger ferment in my previous video. Look at how the color looks like, and the garlics, the ginger, everything has caramelized. That is very, very sweet, you know. So, and you can see the honey is now in liquid form. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to explain, that after some time, the spices or whatever we get infused into the honey and make the honey watery, or rather the honey infuse them all. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So This is the ginger here. The one I'm having on this fork is ginger. It doesn't get soggy. Your spices are never soggy. They are very, very firm. So, and you must stir it daily. Open it daily to release gas. Look at the honey. Just look at how black and liquid. It's like syrup, you know. Yeah, so that's just what will happen. So make sure you stir it daily. Open it to release gas, and you can actually start using it even from 7 days. It's not necessary that you should get to this stage, but because I have left it for a long time, and this is how it looks like. Now I want you to see this pot of ferment. The pot of ferment. Look at where the honey is right now. You can see it below, because the entire spice are afloat. They are on top. Yes, and the more you stir it daily, then the entire thing will come down and look this